Okay, guys, I'm going to pause this for a second and tell you you have to max out your volume when watching this. Max out your YouTube volume, and then in the system tray of your computer in the lower right, max out your computer volume. Play this as loud as you can play it to hear the true veracity of the storm. Number two, the first thing you're going to see is the church roof, the River of Life Church, just completely get destroyed.
Closing time? Oh my god. That roof is just getting...
Yeah, we're gonna have to sweep so many branches.
That roof is getting degloved.
Their roof is, ours, it's not.
We just got a new one.
We're gonna have to sweep so much.
That's fine.
You should have left it closed. Now we're gonna have to sweep this whole roof.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh my god.
I want to let you guys know, give you a little prehistory before the storm hit. I was working from home because of COVID, and I heard the sirens go off. You know, it was close to lunch hour. So, you know, I ignored it for a couple of minutes. And then, because I love storms, I'm kind of like a storm chaser at heart. I was ready for a break. I opened the garage door, looked outside. It was sunny. The clouds were clear. So I was kind of confused if it was a test or not. And I went on weather.com, and basically it said a severe thunderstorm was coming. We know that wasn't the case now. Anyway, I left the garage door open because I wanted to watch the storm, you know, during my break. And what you don't see on my videos is the first probably 3, 4, 5 minutes of the storm. I watched my neighbor pull in during his lunch hour, coming home from work, and his van went past his tree, and the biggest branch fell 1 foot from the back of his van, almost crushed his van as he was pulling into his yard. So then I knew, I just instinctively grabbed the camera and started recording, and I couldn't stop.
Like $100,000 at a week. The aftermath of this is gonna be crazy.
scrap.
Okay, I want to clear up a lot of flack I've taken on this video. This storm went from a sunny sky to hurricane winds in a matter of 30, 60 seconds. None of us had a real good warning of what was coming. There is no Derecho warning. There may be in the future. Anyway, so my Pontiac Vibe, I had no time to swap out my ping pong table and park the Vibe in. If I would have tried to push that table outside, it would have ended up in the neighbor's house and probably killed somebody. And I would have been flying in the air with it. And relax, the Vibe didn't get hurt. It survived without a scratch. Second point, the garage door was open, yes. My roof wouldn't have been ripped off its foundation. I am in a split foyer home. The roof is not above my garage. That's the next level up in the house. Last point, these winds were west to east, completely straight line. When I had the garage door open, at no point did I feel like the interior of the garage was at risk. It was protected. Half of our garage is underground. It was very safe in there. Honestly, it was the safest part in our house. So, all those criticisms, that's my response.
That's 100. My car just moved. The Vibe just moved. Wow. Oh my god.
Oh my. Oh.
That was a whiteout.
We're gonna have to clean up so many branches. Look at that. It's over a ping pong table.
Yeah, I'm thinking the afternoon, I'm taking it off, maybe a possibility.
You think the insurance will cover the church's roof? Or is it gone
Yeah.
forever?
No, they'll cover it.
Look at it. It's just completely gone.
We're gonna have to have our shingles checked again. We just put them on 3 weeks ago.
What if our roof did that? We just don't know because we can't see it.
They could have. Man, how long is this storm? Jeez. It's fine, we have a broom. Whoa. That's fast. That's 100 again.
Oh, I can feel it over here.
moving.
I think our recycling bins go on our garbage can and our yard.
How long is this storm? Uh-oh. I heard crashing. I need to stand over. That's not good.
A couple of times during this video, you saw a light flash. That was the transformers blowing around the neighborhood. And me saying that's 100. I'm over 40 years old. I know what 60, 70, 80 mile an hour winds are, and it far exceeded that. So that's why I kept saying that. And as you now know, the winds were 140 or higher, especially in the area we were in. There was no restrictions. It was all of 140. And I'll show you some pictures that I found later on this year that I managed to get of a stop sign bent completely to the ground, not by debris, wind alone. And that is one of the most impressive photos I'm going to show you here shortly.
I'm gonna go check the backyard real quick. I'll be right back.
What?
Have you ever treed in the backyard?
Archery?
It's a good thing on. Our whole yard's covered in a huge tree.
Yard?
Yes.
I like that tree. Is it before our fence?
I can't even show.
We're gonna have to call Dad down.
I'm saying,
Hi, Dad.
maybe we should close the lots.
Oh my God. This is the worst one I've ever seen.
We might have to close the garage.
It's like worse than a tornado. It just keeps going.
Yeah, you're gonna want to see that. Also, you can pause
Did it hit our house?
You can pause the video and then if you go downstairs and then record that back.
Did it hurt the house?
I don't know, it's so big.
On the porch.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Did it move? 11 minutes. I guess it's only been 11 minutes. Something like that. Oh my god. Whoa. You better go inside. You better go inside.
Why me?
Under. Holy crap. That's fast.
So our dog Hachi, he's a Siberian Husky. He was pretty much lounging on the couch during this storm, unimpressed. But I shouldn't be surprised because he loves storms. He loves rain showers. He goes outside during them and loves getting a bath. Anyway, I tried to trim as much of this video as I could because it's like a 50-minute storm, but there really was very little I could cut out, but I cut out some of it. At some point, you're going to see two joggers out during the storm, kind of in the tail end of the storm, so it's kind of a little funny break for you. The power ran out. I'd been recording for 40 minutes, 50 minutes on my cell phone on 4K. The phone I'd been using all day for work, so the battery was running low. There was so much incredible footage after the storm was done. I wish I could have made another video, but no power, dead battery. All I could do was snap just a couple of pictures, and I'm going to show them to you shortly.
What are you doing, you nuts? You guys crazy? Weirdos. Whip. Look at the roof of the church.
Oh, the roof of the church. Oh my god.
You gotta be gloved. Was the power out?
Yeah, the power's out.
You can't even close the door if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, we can pull it.
Oh, yeah. The yard is what?
Yeah, it's
So all that work you did, now we're gonna need it resodded. Well, I mean, we can pay for it. You scared?
I'm not scared.
Motive? Oh, there's the ambulance. Yeah, I think that's it.
We can stand by the windows now. It's open. Oh, look at that.
Oh my god! Oh, the whole tree!
Wait, it wasn't like that before for you?
No, it wasn't like that before.
That's what I saw.
Oh my god!
Also, Mom, I wonder how it is for Angie.
I called Angie. They're in the basement. So.
Oh, really?
Oh wow.
Because I texted her and she didn't respond, so I thought they were
The
dead.
whole tree. Our yard is now a tree.
Yep.
It's just a tree.
Honestly.
All the tops of my trees are gone in the neighbor's place. Every one of them are destroyed.
Oh my
The
god.
tops of
Do
every.
you see that?
All the trees by. Oh my god! Every single
Also,
tree out here.
Dad, I didn't notice.
The tops are gone.
But look at our fence.
Like
It's
all
gone.
our nice like shade.
Dad, we get a new
gone.
fence now. Look. Our fence
No,
is gone.
Connor, I don't know that we will get a new fence because the last time we had a tree fall on a fence. Don't ever say that, Connor.
Alright, you're on video, so it'd be nice.
Oh, I didn't know you were videoing. Don't share that. What about your tree? Where's your bird feeder or your bird nest?
Oh.
It's destroyed.
Your bird? Yeah, I don't see it.
Wait, are
It's
we
bent off.
Oh, it is. Yeah, his bird. You know how he had that.
That was
bird
400
nest.
bucks, 500 bucks.
The big hole with all the houses.
Oh my
God. We're gonna be able to let Machi outside.
We don't have any trees anymore. Dang it.
Oh, the top of our other tree's gone.
It's on the ground.
That's what I liked about this neighborhood is all these mature trees. Now they're gone.
Our yard has literally just one dead tree
Yeah,
now.
he cemented that.
Actually, 2 dead trees.
Yeah.
3 dead trees. Oh my.
Backyard is ruined.
Yeah, our whole yard is just completely.
Well, the trees you can't replace. Those are 100-year-old trees.
I can't see the fire pit. It has a tree on it.
It's fucking playing with the ball right now.
So,
You might as well cut that one down too, because it's got no branches on it.
I mean, I'll send you a picture, but you know what our yard looks like. And now it's our yard with a tree laying in the middle of it. Covering the.
All right, so my cell phone battery was almost dead. I needed the last remaining minutes for work, but I was able to snap a few pictures of the damage. I got a few pictures of crop damage and silo damage on a trip I had to make to Des Moines for work from Cedar Rapids. And a couple of pictures immediately after the storm on my block. There's 2 pictures, aside from the uprooted trees, there's 2 pictures that really stand out for me. The one you'll see here is the stop sign right across from the church. No debris hit the stop sign. It was the sheer power of the wind that bent that thing completely to the ground. The corner of Blair's Ferry Road and North Pine Drive. That's an amazing picture. The other picture is just around my block. You can see There's thousands of pounds of tree debris covering the road as far as you can see. Not only was it covering the road, but it was from the houses on the left side all the way up to their siding to the houses on the right side all the way up to their siding. Me and my son tried to pass this area, and we were able to get a couple of houses down the street. We had to like shimmy our bodies up against the siding of these houses just to get past them, just to see if anybody needed any help that hadn't already been helped. And it was impassable. Just these two photos encapsulate the whole experience perfectly. I can't think of two better photos to describe the whole situation. Alright, after power was restored, I wanted to get an actual video and not just the couple of pictures I took of the aftermath. This was about 2.5 weeks out. I got on my $50 Walmart bike with underinflated tires. Drove around by myself, one hand on the handlebar, the other hand holding my cell phone, steering away from obstacles as I pedaled around the block on my piece of junk Walmart bike. So sorry about the jitterness and the shakiness. I did the best I could. I hadn't been on a bicycle prior to this in probably 20 years. Anyway, you get a good look of some of the damage and how it looked after 2 weeks of cleanup. Still looked pretty bad. Still looks pretty bad a year later. Anyway, so here's an up-close video clip of the church showing the damage. And so one thing you'll find interesting is the asphalt roofs in the area really were pretty much unharmed. I mean, maybe a couple shingles here and there were ripped off, but nothing terrible. The asphalt shingles, you know, they're like 1 foot by 1 foot. And there's probably 1,000 of them on the roof, nailed in individually. So if a piece of, if that strong wind gets under one of the shingles that's weak, it will just rip off that one shingle. With steel roof that this church had, the steel pieces are, 10, 20 times larger. So any little weakness, any little lip that wasn't secured or lost the screw over time, that wind must have got underneath there, and once that wind peels up a small corner of it, the surface area of that piece of metal is so large, and the force of the wind, it was over at that point. As soon as that first piece peeled off, it was like a domino effect. Luckily, only about half of it got ripped off, and the other half survived. But you can see even the front end of it, and the siding was made out of steel too, and it had a weakness somewhere in there as well. And you got wind from the top and the side, so that explains the damage. Alright, a couple of weeks out from the storm, I saw a neighbor had a crew out cleaning up their trees, and I had made call after call after call, and people were booked out 9 months, 12 months. Most of them couldn't even give me a date for cutting down trees and, removing the stumps and all that jazz. Anyway, I just walked over there, and since they were like 2 houses down from me, and said, "Hey, can you work on my house after you're done here?" And they came, gave me a quote, and long story short, here's some clips of them, the arborist, cutting out the damage. Honestly, the trees were so far gone, there was really no salvaging them. And it's not like I was just going to cut these trees down and just leave nothing in their place. I already put in calls to a greenhouse in the area that specializes in trees, and secured 4 maple trees that were max height. They're like 14, 15, 16 feet tall. So that was the plan, to replace these damaged trees, with some brand new maples, as tall as I could get, so I don't have to wait too long for them to reach some sort of maturity and provide shade. Anyway, hope you enjoy these videos. These arborists they're pretty talented people. Fun to watch. It's unfortunate, but fun to watch. you'll see the nursery, Frazier Nursery in Vinton, Iowa. Thank you very much. We have them plant some maples, the Autumn Blaze variety, Red Sunset, and the Sienna variety. Thanks for watching, everybody. In general, I want to thank all my neighbors and friends for helping each other out during this time. The city of Cedar Rapids for all the cleanup efforts. Personally, I want to thank YouTube for giving me a platform to share this with the world. I want to thank the Weather Channel for using my footage in one show, second show upcoming. I want to thank the arborists who came up from the south to help us out when we were saturated in work. I want to thank Frazier Nursery for the trees, Central Iowa Fencing for getting my dog his backyard back in order, and Apple Roofing for repairing a second time some roof work. Let's hope this never happens again. God bless. See ya.